Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In the last class, we had discussed about spermatogenesis, right? Today, let us go for oogenesis. Oogenesis means what? It is the process of formation of mature female gamete or the process of formation of ovum is known as oogenesis. And I had already discussed about the phases in spermatogenesis, right? There are three important phases. In the same way, this oogenesis also has three important phases. The first is multiplication phase, second one is growth phase, and the third one is maturation phase. Now, let us study one by one. So, the first phase is what? Multiplication phase. Multiplication phase, right? See, during this multiplication phase, this starts during the fetal development. Once the fetus is found to be girl, then immediately in the ovaries of the fetus, this multiplication phase starts. Here, the diploid germinal epithelial cell which is found on the fetal ovaries. This diploid germinal epithelial cell undergoes mitosis. This undergoes what? Mitosis. And this produces oogonium or egg mother cell. Right? And this will be formed when the fetus reaches 25 weeks. This will be formed when the fetus reaches 25 weeks, and no more oogonia are formed after birth. Keep a note on it. No more oogonia are formed after birth. Okay. Next, growth phase. The second phase is what? Growth phase. See, this growth phase begins when the female attains puberty. This begins at puberty. See, what happens during growth phase is this diploid primary oocyte is formed, and this diploid primary oocyte is formed by the accumulation or storage of reserve food materials. Okay, see, this is oogonia. This oogonia enlarges in its size because of the accumulation of reserve food material, and that reserve food material will be extracted from follicular cells of ovaries, right? And keep a note on it, only one primary oocyte matures per month. Only one primary oocyte matures per month. So, one primary oocyte per month will be matured. Next is the third phase known as maturation phase. Maturation phase. See, here the primary oocyte undergoes first meiotic division. This primary oocyte undergoes what? Meiosis 1 or the first meiotic division, and it forms large secondary oocyte and small tiny first polar body, and this is unequal division. One is large and second one is small, tiny, right? See here what happens? The primary oocyte undergoes, I'll write M2, meiosis 2. Okay, see, this primary oocyte undergoes first meiotic division, M1, that is first meiotic division, and this will form one secondary oocyte and small tiny polar body. Right. So this is again unequal division. One is bigger in size and another is what? Smaller in size. And here this is arrested. Okay, this is arrested and this is known as meiotic arrest. Okay, keep a note on it. The meiosis will be arrested in this case, and after that the ovulation occurs and this leads to the formation of secondary oocyte. Okay, so this is nothing else but ovulation occurs at the secondary oocyte stage. Here the ovulation, that is nothing else but this ovum, whatever we call, no, so that is secondary oocyte, or the egg we will call, no. Every 28 days egg will be released from the female ovaries and that egg is nothing else but this secondary oocyte. Next, see, at the end of oogenesis, the secondary oocyte, it divides to form one more tiny second polar body and functional ovum. One tiny second polar body and one functional ovum, and keep a note on it. This will be completed, or the meiosis 2 will be completed when the sperm penetrates the egg. When the signals from the fertilization enters the egg, then only the meiosis 2 will be completed. See, now what happens? Here signals arises from the sperm, which leads to the division of secondary oocyte to form the same small tiny second polar body and functional ovum. Okay, so at the end of oogenesis, secondary oocyte divides to form one functional ovum and a small second polar body. This polar body will disintegrate. Okay, and meiosis 2 will be completed only when the egg is fertilized. So this is about the multiplication, growth and maturation phases in oogenesis. Now let us learn about the changes that takes place in the ovaries during oogenesis. As you all know that the oogenesis takes place during the fetal development itself, right? In oogenesis, the primary oocyte, you can just refer the chart. Okay, the primary oocyte is covered by a layer of cells, and that is known as granulosa cells. Okay, the primary oocyte is covered by a layer of cells called granulosa cells, and this forms the primary follicles. This forms what? Primary follicles. You can just look at this. This is having a layer of cell, and this is known as granulosa cells, and this is the structure of primary follicle. And keep a note on it, a large number of follicle degenerates, that means destroys from birth to puberty. And at puberty, you can able to find around 60,000 to 80,000 primary follicles in each ovary. And this primary follicles gets converted or transformed to form secondary follicle. This primary follicles is attached with or covered with one more layer of granulosa cells plus theca, and this forms secondary follicle. You can look at this. This is a secondary follicle having one layer of granulosa cell and one more layer of theca. And this secondary follicle soon transforms into tertiary follicle. This secondary follicle soon transforms into what? Tertiary follicle, and this tertiary follicle is characterized by a fluid filled cavity, and that fluid filled cavity is known as antrum. They may ask for 1 mark. What is antrum? A fluid filled cavity in tertiary follicle is known as antrum. So keep a note on this. This can be asked for what? 1 mark. And here in the tertiary follicle stage, the primary oocyte, if you want you can just refer the chart. Primary oocyte, primary oocyte. This primary oocyte develops and completes meiosis 1. This develops and completes what? Meiosis 1. Till here this primary oocyte will be arrested, right? That is in the prophase 1. In the prophase 1, this primary oocyte will be arrested till here. But once it transforms into tertiary follicle, this primary oocyte grows and this completes meiosis 1 to form large secondary oocyte. Secondary oocyte and small tiny polar body. That is first polar body. Right? And here the fully matured tertiary follicle is known as Graafian follicle. Graafian follicle. They may also ask this one for 1 mark. What is Graafian follicle? So fully matured tertiary follicle is known as Graafian follicle. Right? Now what happens? This Graafian follicle should rupture. Okay? This Graafian follicle ruptures and it releases the ovum. This ovum is nothing else but the secondary oocyte. Okay, then this secondary oocyte will be released from the rupture of what? Graafian follicle. And this secondary oocyte will be released from the ovary, and then what happens? Here it divides to form functional ovum and small tiny second polar body. Till it gets the signals for fertilization from the sperm, here the ovum will be in a secondary oocyte stage. Once it gets the signals for the fertilization from the sperm, this secondary oocyte will be arrested in meiosis 2 of metaphase stage. Okay, in the metaphase, that is metaphase 2 stage. See, once it gets the signal, this secondary oocyte which is arrested in meiosis of metaphase 2 stage completes this meiosis 2 and forms a functional ovum and small tiny second polar body. But these two polar body are tiny in nature and it will also get degenerated. So this is about the changes that takes place in the ovaries during the process called oogenesis. Hope you have understood. Thank you for listening.